And first up this morning, Kevin McCarthy's smackdown. The GOP leader busted up the Democrats' plans to vote on Biden's tax and spend agenda Thursday night by speaking for a marathon 8.5 hours, forcing the vote to be delayed until Friday morning while fighting the Biden agenda.
This evening showed that no matter the time, the day, or the circumstances, House Republicans will always fight for you, fight for your family, and fight for our country.
Joining me right now after that marathon speech is GOP leader Kevin McCarthy. Congressman, it's great to see you this morning. Thanks very much for being here. Congratulations. How is your voice doing after 8.5 hours speaking?
You know, my voice is still strong because it's still strong for the American people. You know, when I went to the floor, I had no idea we would speak that long. It wasn't about breaking the record. It was about breaking down this bill. More than 2,000 pages, and the Democrats were only allowing, once they put that manager's amendment in, 10 minutes on each side to debate. And the amount of heckling that they would try to do to stop me from being able to talk. But what we really found, Maria, with one-party rule in 1 year, that this big government socialism isn't working. It's not working when we have the highest inflation in 31 years. These gas prices, when this big government cripples American energy industry, but begs OPEC and Russia to produce more. When our military is focused on wokeism instead of defeating and winning war and keeping up with China. Or if you watch that our Attorney General, now in a big government socialism, turns and goes after parents. And if you listen to the Ways and Means chairman, he praised and he said, we need to build up bigger bureaucracy. That's what this bill is about. And that's what I want. That's what drove me to keep talking, so the American people could understand what's in it.
So, Congressman, you said that there was heckling. Were they heckling you while you were speaking? Did that also drive you to keep going? You were there for 8.5 hours. You're saying you got there, you weren't planning to be there all night?
No, I was going down to make a statement, to talk through this bill. I had a speech that I'd been working on for a while. It'd probably have taken me about 45 minutes to give that speech at the longest. But when I got onto the floor, what was so interesting of how bad they were fighting back with every word I would say. And I know back home you can't really hear it or see it, but when you're on the floor you can. And what's interesting, it was AOC and Tim Ryan. Those were the ones who would yell the loudest. And here's Tim Ryan, who used to be the alternative to Nancy Pelosi, who had partnered to become this big government socialism. And they would scream from the other side, trying to shut me down. And then you've watched the speaker, Nancy Pelosi, come in and tap every Democrat to leave the chambers thinking I would stop. And that's when I said to the American public, you can leave. It's okay. I'm not going to stop.
Yeah.
Because I'm not there for the Democrats. I was there for the American public, and I'm still there for the American public because this bill, if it passes the Senate, won't be the same. It's going to come back to the House. We can defeat it.
Okay. So you think that it goes to the Senate and it will be stopped and then it will have to be changed again. So you think the House will have to have another vote on this once it fails in the Senate?
Yeah, well, it's not if it fails. It's only if it fails in the Senate, it dies. But if the Senate changes it, any of those changes has to come back to the House. So we have another bite at the apple here. And more people who learn about this